Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with my spaghetti with red clam sauce. This is an incredibly flavorful dish and something I make when I don't know what else to make because it's just so exploding with flavor and it only takes about 15 minutes and it's incredibly simple. What you want to do is take a cold saute pan, alright, no heat, add some garlic, some capers, some anchovy paste, and some red pepper flakes. Then turn the heat up to medium and saute that until all that oil is infused with all those amazing flavors. In fact, let me give you a close-up here just to torture you. Unbelievable. This is just such a great dish. Now what you got to be careful is we don't want to brown that garlic, so we want to cook this about 5 minutes on medium. That's why we start with a cold pan. It slowly comes up to temperature, infuses the oil with the garlic before it browns or burns. Alright, so before the garlic starts to brown, we're going to add 1 cup of wine, white wine, anything will do, something decent. Alright, something, I go with the rule of thumb, if I have a hard time pronouncing the name of the wine, it's probably pretty good. Okay, so after the wine reduces for about 5 minutes, we're going to take 2 cans of clams. It's not easy to say. We're going to pour off the juice from the cans of clams, and I'm going to save the clams from the cans of clams to put in later. Alright, so that was just the juice. Those are 2 6.5-ounce cans of clams. Man, I'm getting a cramp in my tongue. I'm going to add 1, is it a jar? I guess it's a jar. 1 jar, 24 ounces of tomato sauce. And of course, like any good Italian, I rinsed out the inside of the jar with some water. So I poured that in. Give it a stir. Now you can turn it on medium heat. Maybe turn it up a little bit. And you're just going to simmer this while your pasta cooks. This is such an incredibly easy recipe because it basically cooks in the same time the pasta takes to boil. Make sure you salt your pasta water. Your pasta water is supposed to taste like salty water. Okay, otherwise your pasta is going to be bland. And that 8 minutes, the 7 or 8 or 9 minutes, however long your spaghetti takes to cook, you're just simmering that sauce, reducing it a little bit. It's going to thicken up a little bit. When your pasta is about, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes away from being done, pour in your clams from the canned clams, the clams that came from the can. Pour those in. I'm using Snow, which I think is a really great brand of canned clam. There's lots of canned clams out there, but they're not all the same. Some have MSG in them. We don't want MSG. No MSG. Alright, there's our pasta. We drained it. Did we rinse it? Of course not. If you rinse your pasta, you're insane. Alright, we do not rinse the pasta. That little bit of starch that sticks to the pasta, that's important. That's what helps the sauce stick to the noodle. Alright, now here's the other trick. I undercooked my pasta by 1 minute. Why? Because I'm going to pour the hot sauce over, I'm going to throw the lid on this thing, and it's going to continue to cook in the pot for a couple minutes. So I'm just going to let that sit and relax for 3 minutes. Alright, have a sip of wine. Now when you open the lid, that pasta has finished cooking and it's absorbed all those amazing garlic, anchovy, caper, hot pepper, clam flavors. And there, just to annoy half the chefs of the world, I'm going to put in just a little bit of Parmesan, a 1/4 cup. That's going to be sort of like a glue. It's going to just bring the sauce together. And I know you're not supposed to put Parmesan with pasta that has seafood. That's true sometimes, but this isn't like, you know, some delicate sea bass. This is clams. It can handle it. It's delicious. Don't believe the hype. Try some Parmesan with it. It's not going to hurt anything. That is an amazing pasta dish. It is incredibly easy. It's one of my all-time favorites. And like I said, it's something I make at night when I don't know what else to make and I only have 15 minutes. Give it a try. Go to the site, get all the specific ingredient amounts. And as always, enjoy.